Have you ever found yourself in that classic situation? Juggling three different calendars,
Oh, yeah.
trying to figure out, okay, how do I get my kid to a birthday party, pick up grandma from the airport, and maybe, just maybe, find 5 minutes for yourself?
It's that digital headache, right? We all know it.
Totally.
Yeah.
But what if an AI didn't just, tell you there was a conflict?
Uh-huh.
What if it actually resolved it for you? Maybe offered to book grandma a ride, found other times, even managed the pickup.
Well, it's exactly the vision we're exploring today. We're
Right.
doing a deep dive into how generative AI is completely, transforming customer experiences.
Transforming how?
Moving us beyond simple web services, towards building these really sophisticated, scalable AI agents.
Right. And these aren't just chatbots, are they?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
These agents can reason, they can plan, and they can even take action for you.
That's a pretty powerful vision.
Yeah.
But how far along are we, really? How real is this right now?
That's the key question.
Yeah. So to really get it, we need the specifics. And our source material for this dive, it comes straight from a leading expert in the field.
Right, someone really focused on the practical side.
Exactly. The application and, crucially, the scaling of these AI agents at cloud scale. So it's kind of a shortcut to understanding the absolute cutting edge.
Mm-hmm. So our mission today is basically to unpack what these agents can do right now.
Okay.
We'll look at some pretty mind-blowing real-world examples,
Cool.
and then dig into how these complex systems are actually being built and scaled.
Even by, smaller teams.
Yeah, even by smaller teams. So you'll walk away understanding not just what's happening, but really how it's being done,
And maybe what the future holds.
and what the future might genuinely look like.
Okay, let's start broad then. The big vision. It's a bold claim,
Mm-hmm.
but the belief seems to be that pretty much every customer experience we know, it's going to be reinvented by AI.
That's the core idea. And we're not just talking about, tweaking existing experiences. We're talking about entirely new ones becoming possible.
Right. The scale mentioned is pretty staggering. Just at Amazon, over 1,000 generative AI applications built or in development.
Yeah, over 1,000. And that's transforming everything internally.
Like what?
Well, how they forecast inventory, optimize delivery routes, how customers shop, even how people interact with their homes.
Wow. So it's not just the flashy customer-facing stuff.
No, not at all. What's fascinating is the breadth. It's the entire operational backbone being reimagined. And this internal transformation, it's a really strong signal of the foundational shift happening everywhere.
Right. It shows how deeply AI is getting woven into, the fabric of companies.
Exactly.
So when we talk about reimagining experiences, is there a big flagship example where this vision is really, taking shape?
I think the complete rethinking of Alexa is a perfect example. It's just monumental.
Monumental how?
Well, it represents probably one of the most ambitious deployments of AI agents anywhere. The source describes it as the largest known integration of services, agentic capabilities, and large language models.
So it really shows how these agents go beyond just understanding language.
Precisely. They integrate deeply with existing services, existing capabilities to actually do things.
Right. And the source material, it had some really compelling demo examples of this.
It did.
Like Alexa managing a kid's schedule, noticing that birthday party clashes with picking up grandma,
Uh-huh, the classic clash.
and then offering to book a ride for grandma.
See, that's the key.
Right.
It's not just flagging the problem.
It's proactively solving it.
Okay.
And it can handle, multi-step stuff around the house, too.
Yeah, like guiding you through a plumbing repair step by step,
Right.
or clarifying a complicated shopping list.
Like the 2-inch washers for baby teat mom example.
Exactly. Or even checking security cameras to confirm if the dog was let out.
It feels like a shift from AI being reactive to being anticipatory, a partner.
That's a great way to put it. It's fundamentally changing AI from just a tool to an anticipatory partner.
Mhm.
The insight there is that the AI is now actively managing complexity for you, reducing that cognitive load, the decision fatigue in daily life.
Which is a huge deal for user experience.
It's a true game changer. AI moving from just providing information to being an intelligent doer.
And the scale behind Alexa, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. Over 600 million devices out there.
It's massive.
Yeah.
And Alexa Plus, the enhanced version, works through hundreds of what they call specialized expert systems.
Okay, what are those exactly?
Think of them as groups of capabilities, APIs, instructions, and these systems orchestrate across, wait for it, tens of thousands of partner services and devices.
Tens of thousands, wow.
Yeah, to get these complex tasks done, it really hammers home this idea that the future is full of specialized agents.
All working together seamlessly.
Exactly. Each with unique skills.
Which naturally brings up the big question, how? How do you build and operate something at that kind of massive scale?
Right. How do you move from the, let's say, traditional web services model we're used to into developing these truly agentic services?
And the good news, according to the source, is that a lot of the underlying principles actually stay the same.
Yeah, whether you're building for millions of devices or integrating AI into enterprise apps or even just a startup trying to scale an idea.
The core shift is more the approach to building, right?
Exactly. The approach changes.
And a great example of this shift is Amazon Q Developer.
Yeah, specifically it's agent for the command line interface, the CLI.
The CLI, okay, so it brings a chat experience and agent right into your terminal.
That's it. So it can help you debug issues, answer questions in natural language.
Can it, like, access files?
Yeah, it can read and write files, all aimed at boosting your productivity when you're working in the terminal.
And the demo they showed, asking it, what do you know about Amazon Bedrock CLI?
Right, and it didn't just do a simple search.
No, it connected to something called an MCP server, asked for permissions.
Mm-hmm. And then grounded its answer in the official AWS documentation, which is key for accuracy.
Absolutely. But the thing that really stood out was the speed.
Oh, yeah. The speed was, well, astonishing.
They built and shipped that Amazon Q CLI agent in just 3 weeks.
3 weeks. It really underscores this execution mode of AI development we're seeing.
3 weeks for that level of complexity just sounds, well, insane.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about this model-driven approach that allows for that kind of speed?
That's the crucial insight. It's not just the speed itself, but what it signals.
Which is
kind of a Cambrian explosion for AI agents. This model-driven way fundamentally accelerates innovation.
So companies using these methods can just iterate way faster.
Exactly. They can potentially out-innovate competitors at an unprecedented pace, rapidly building complex AI solutions.
Because they fundamentally resought how you build agents.
Right. They move to an approach where the large language models, the LLMs, handle the deciding, planning, reasoning, and taking actions.
So the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Which frees up the developers to focus on what the agent should do, not telling it step-by-step how to do it.
Got it. And this thinking led directly to Strands agents.
Correct. Which is now an open source Python SDK. It just came out a few weeks ago.
Open source, wow. And you can build and run agents in just a few lines of code.
Literally just a few lines. It's designed to be incredibly accessible.
And the story behind the name Strands is pretty neat, too.
Isn't it? The AI itself apparently reasoned its way to the name.
How so?
Seeing how it connects the two core parts of an agent, the model and the tool is kind of like the two strands of DNA.
That's a great metaphor.
It really is.
So Strands agents simplifies things by relying on these state-of-the-art models for the reasoning, planning, action parts.
Right. So the developer just defined a prompt, defines the tools in code, tests it locally.
And then deploys to the cloud. Simple as that.
Well, simpler than building it all from scratch. And by default, it integrates with Amazon Bedrock.
Using models like Claude 3.7 Sonnet.
Yeah, but critically, it's not limited to AWS.
Oh.
It integrates with Llama, Anthropic, Meta, Llama API, OpenAI, Light LLM. You can even bring your own custom model providers.
That's huge. That flexibility means you're not locked in.
Exactly.
Right.
You can pick the best LLM for your specific need, cost, performance, privacy. Maybe you want an open source model you can fine-tune.
Makes sense. And it comes with pre-built tools.
Yeah, over 20 for common task file stuff, API calls, interacting with AWS services, but also tools for more complex things.
Like memory and retrieval augmented generation.
Yeah.
RAG.
RAG. Yeah, that's super important. Think of it like giving the AI a massive library and a really smart librarian.
Okay.
So instead of just using what it learned during training, RGI lets the agent look up specific current info from an external knowledge base.
Like internal company documents.
Oh.
Or the web.
Exactly. Before it formulates its response. This is absolutely crucial for accuracy and handling huge amounts of changing information.
Right, because models can be out of date or lack specific knowledge.
Precisely.
So that internal AWS agent example,
Yeah.
the one managing over 6,000 tools, you obviously can't fit descriptions for 6,000 tools into the model's context window.
Impossible. Way too much information.
So how does RGA help there?
Well, they put the descriptions of all those tools into a knowledge base.
Okay.
And they use a specific tool called Retrieve. The agent uses this tool to semantically search the knowledge base and find only the most relevant tools for the current task.
Ah, so it pulls just those few relevant tool descriptions into the context.
Exactly. So the model only sees what it needs when it needs it. It's a really powerful way to handle enormous tool sets without overwhelming the LLM.
Very clever. And beyond RAG, Strands also handles multimodality. Images, video, audio.
Yep, supports multimodal inputs. And it even has this interesting tool to prompt for more thinking and deep reasoning.
Huh? A tool for thinking harder. That's pretty meta.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Plus, there are pre-built tools for multi-agent workflows.
Multi-agent, like agents working together.
Yeah, either in a graph-based structure or like a swarm of subagents tackling a problem together.
Okay, but if you have all these powerful individual agents, how do they actually talk to each other? That seems like the next big hurdle.
It is. That's really the next frontier, communication and coordination.
And this is where MCP comes in. Model Controller Protocol.
Exactly. MCT is essentially designed to be like a universal language or maybe a postal service for AI agents.
A standard way for them to send messages and requests.
Right, so they can cooperate and orchestrate complex tasks, even if they're built differently internally.
And Strands integrates this natively.
It does. So a Strands agent can connect to potentially thousands of available MCP servers and use them just like any other tool.
Okay, so how did MCP evolve? Did it start simple?
It did. Started with just standard input-output for connecting things on a local system.
But that doesn't scale to the cloud easily.
Not really. So to scale it, especially within AWS, they deploy these MCP servers as Lambda functions.
Serverless functions.
Yeah, using streamable HTTP. And they leverage existing deployment tools like AWS SAM.
So they're not reinventing the wheel for scaling.
Definitely not. By plugging into that existing robust serverless infrastructure, Lambda, SAM, they get massive scale and reliability without building custom servers for every agent.
Leveraging the cloud's power for these new AI capabilities.
That's the idea.
And the demo they used to illustrate this, that was kind of fun. The Dungeons & Dragons D20 dice roll.
Yeah. Sometimes the simplest demos make the point best.
So they made a roll a dice tool, hosted it as an MCP server on a Lambda function. The Strands agent connects to it through an API gateway URL. You ask it to roll a D20.
And back comes the result. 7 in the demo, I think.
Yeah, it's a fun way to show a powerful concept. Agents calling other services through a standard protocol.
Exactly. And what's really significant beyond the dice roll is that once these MCP servers are in the AWS Lambda ecosystem,
They get all the benefits of Lambda.
all the existing features, capabilities, monitoring, security, plus access to any other applications developers might have already built on Lambda,
So it connects the agent world to the existing serverless world.
seamlessly. It's about leveraging that huge existing infrastructure for these new agentic possibilities.
And it seems AWS really sees the importance of these open protocols like MCP.
They do. They're actively contributing to the MCP steering committee and the community around it. They clearly believe this is fundamental.
Just the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this leads to a pretty profound idea about the future of, well, all digital interactions.
Which is summed up in that quote from a colleague of the source.
Right. The atomic unit of all digital interactions will be an agent call.
Wow. The atomic unit. That's a big statement.
It really is. Think about what that implies.
So what does this all mean for, for us, for you listening?
Well, imagine a future where maybe you have your own personal agent.
Yeah.
And it connects to an agent store, like an app store, but for agent capabilities.
And it orchestrates other specialized agents to do complex things for you.
Exactly. Booking travel, managing finances, planning projects.
Yeah.
Incredibly complex tasks handled seamlessly.
And this isn't just sci-fi anymore.
No, the building blocks are being put in place right now. It's becoming reality.
So the challenge, and I guess the opportunity, is for people to actually start building this future.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just to recap, we went from this transformative vision AI agents reinventing customer experiences.
Through concrete examples like the new Alexa, the Amazon Q CLI agent.
Right. Then we dove into the how, the innovative tools like Strands agents, making it easier to build them.
And the open protocols like MCP that let them talk to each other and scale.
So as you're thinking about all this, here's something to ponder. If the atomic unit of all digital interactions really does become an agent call,
Yeah.
what completely new kinds of businesses or services or even personal assistants become not just like possible, but basically inevitable in the very near future.
It's a huge question.
How might your own daily digital life fundamentally change when maybe every interaction is powered by this network of intelligent agents working behind the scenes on your behalf?
It's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Definitely. And it's an incredibly exciting journey to watch and maybe even be a part of.